Well, hey there, team. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a little bit more Stationeers. We're doing our liftoff update. Geez, it is a bit of a cluttered mess, but we are making progress. Now, we've been playing with the furnace, and while I was trying to push back the furnace, it's become apparent that we do kind of need steel, primarily for power controllers and for fixed batteries, and even tier 2 batteries, the larger batteries as well. It's going to make life a lot easier. However, I think I've come up with a pretty elegant solution to the auto miner system, arguably which might push the auto miner up front, because we are struggling with a lot of the mining that we're doing. I mean, it's not like we found a lot of coal. I've got a tiny little bit in my inventory. So there's sort of two things that both need to get done, but if I can get the auto miner done in an elegant way that's actually harvesting a lot of stuff, then that probably goes, well, a long way towards helping out the sort of the furnace. You know, if the furnace has no materials, then we can't really do much. Anyway, so we'll probably do them in tandem in a way. So my thought was, someone suggested actually, we were playing with the idea of the portable scrubber being put atop the auto miner to capture the excess gas that comes out and sublimates, basically, right? Then someone suggested, well, because we actually have to install a power controller. And as I say, I'm reluctant to pull that power controller out, actually. So we probably will do the furnace first. But let me just finish my point. We're going to need to install a power controller onto the auto miner. If you haven't seen it before, just go with me, because it needs a power source. It's like, you're already going to be wiring that in. Why not just plug a bloody active vent in as well? This is the old school method of how I just harvest volatiles in general without a melt room. Just put a bloody active fan on active vent on the ground and sit the volatiles on it. It sublimates and it sucks it all into a pipe. And then I thought, okay, well that's someone else's idea. So full credit to whoever commented that. But I thought, what if we took it to one step further? You can make a canister connector. So what we could actually do is put on the little gantry. We're already going to be putting power control on a gantry because we have to, right? I think our network just went out. And then on that, we will also put an active vent right next to the chute out, maybe like a length of pipe. And then after that, we'll put a canister filling mechanism. It's this long, narrow thing that sort of is about yay big. You put a canister inside it, right? And then, oh, hang on, we've got a spare canister there. Okay, oh, right. Okay, that's fine. I freaked out for a moment. And then we could basically just use that to fill up the canister. Now, I think they can take up 10 megapascals of pressure. So it shouldn't go exploding. Oh, is the sun coming up? Wonderful. So we could do that. All you got to do is pull the canister out. We can bring it across and bang. That's a canister deposit right there. So we've already got a system set up so that we could just transport it across really easily. And like, say we did go with the portable scrubber, we would still need to set up some sort of platform for put the portable scrubber on to release the gas to put it back into the system. At least with the canister system, we'll be able to just inject the canisters straight into our capture. Pretty cool. I'm very chuffed that I came up with that. So that's probably what we're going to do. But again, I've just convinced myself that we at the very least need another power controller. Our grid went flat overnight. So we're going to build the furnace. Now, what was the method behind the madness of me building it like that? I'm not sure.
Hunger, caution.
Probably to make the trip for the pipes a little bit easier. One other thing that I'm actually going to show you, because there's a lot of guys, this is their first ride on this, and there's some of you that have, this is like the 5th time we've started a playthrough. Did I actually go through all the iron sheets? Because I feel like I may have. I'm going to use the furnace externally, like as is right now, right? Alright, we're going to make some more sheets. Do we have iron in here? We do. Because it looks like it has like, it seems to emit particles, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Because those particles are exaggerated, remember, to show airflow. What am I trying to think? Sheet. Iron sheet. It only wanted 2. So what I'm sort of trying to get my head around is, does it actually emit gas outside of it as well? right? Similar to how this furnace goes in there. I can't be certain, to be perfectly honest. So we're just going to get this, get this show on the road. We're going to build this. We're going to build a capture to capture the waste gas, right? That comes out of the furnace. I'll show you how it works, but once we've done that and we've got some steel and we can start building some stuff, maybe we will actually try and cage it just like we've caged that. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck. At the very least, to sort of experiment to see if it does have a waste that it emits that we can capture. It's not actually super clear. Welding torch and 2 more iron sheets, Jesus. Okay. So it should be good. Always something to do in this game. Okay. Now there we go, the furnace is done, right? So yeah, this works out well. We've got our eject for our mold, we can hit that, we can read our gauges. That's cool, it'll drop out there. We're gonna have to jetpack up to put some ore in there, sort of thing. We won't be able to do this during the day because we're doing an ice dump, but we will probably have to go get the correct stuff. I might do that now because I don't want to mine during the night. So if we could get some more coal, that'd be really helpful. But what we need is we need volatile and we need oxide to make fuel. Only a smidgen, to be perfectly honest. There's some there. Oh, are they different? Oxide? So when you put it like into the belt, it's I mean, it's just gameplay mechanic. There's no rhyme or reason other than just to make it not frustrating. But that ice can't melt while it's inside a mining belt. It's invulnerable to the outside sort of influences. Alright, there we go. 50 will do. We'll just leave that hole for a bit. Like to illustrate, as I've talked about before, if I put this in my hand, watch it just tick down. See? It was just immediately going into gas form under the sun. Okay. We need volatiles, and I would really prefer to get more coal, because we need to combine coal with iron to make steel at a 3-to-1 ratio. And it's one of those things, if you put 1 coal and 3 iron, you actually get 4 steel. So the limiting factor for us at the moment is... I'm trying to remember, I thought there was some volatiles nearby. The coal will be the limiting component for us. It's a very straight hole, isn't it? And I think with steel we can make the ground penetrating radar as well. That'll help. And what we will do, because the radar is indiscriminate, it just tells you that there's ore underground, but it could well be ice and it could well be iron or something. So what we'll end up doing with that... Is that water? It's almost worth grabbing while we're here. No, it's oxide. My bad. Just because I don't see the water. Oh, I guess it's just called ice, isn't it? Anyway, whatever I was bloody talking about. Right, yeah, the auto miner. Yeah, with that system that I'm going to set up, you could essentially fire and forget with that thing. And it should, you know, there might be some nuance to how we place the gantry to try and catch runoff materials and that sort of thing. Maybe dig a little hole behind, that sort of thing. Make a little cage almost, I don't know. But that will come with trial and error. Coal is the is the super elusive thing. Like, we fluked a tiny bit of coal, but that deposit dried up. Gold. I mean, we're pretty flush at the moment, but good to know that there's still some out there. Oh my god, there's more there as well. You gotta be kidding me. We found where all the gold was too. Oh my god, look at it all. That's so unfair. Crying out loud. It's alright. We're getting to a point. We're trying to eliminate this mining as much as possible. But oh my god. Probably a good thing I decided to go earlier in the day than leaving it to the last second. Coal, here we go, that's good. We'll just get a little taste. You know, I'd love to be finishing all these deposits entirely, but it's just not, it's not realistic. We've got to keep moving. Where are we relative to the base? It's like 90. Just if I have to come back at some point. Oh, for crying out loud. God damn it, I need volatiles.
Power low. Hunger. Caution.
Come on, game. Alright, we'll go back in. I'm not doing this in the dark. It's just the way that they've changed the surface. Like, the clutter and all that looks cool. But, like, running around in the dark's not going to find me any volatiles either. Alright.
Jetpack on.
Okay, cool. So we can't do the ice melt tonight, which is a shame, but that's okay. There's still plenty of other things to do. So we're just going to have to try and leverage mining through the day. What I was also thinking for the waste regulator, you need to put a valve on the back. But I thought maybe if we put a back pressure regulator, then we could turn the back pressure regulator off, which would just turn it into a bloody binary valve. And then we could turn it on and set back pressure to 0 when we're done with the furnace, and we could drain it. And we could potentially leave it in there to cool, and then we can drain it into our system. Yeah, I've convinced myself. So that's what we're going to do there. Back. Oh, now how about we go with pressure? Pressure regulator. I'm sure it's in that one. I can't quite remember. Iron, gold, and copper. Probably gonna have to cook some more. One copper and 4 gold. Sorry, 4 iron. Alright, we'll actually split this stack before we put it in, because we might want to use that for our for our steel. I'm pretty chuffed with that, how that works. Alright, but we need copper. We might actually be able to turn some up just in vicinity of the base. I can't quite remember. There we go. Oh Jesus, don't glitch into the wall, big fella. Look, that's going to be enough.
Jetpack on.
Fine. Oh man, how good is automation? So we'll essentially run... Now, which one of these is the exhaust? That one. Yeah, I know it's going to get a bit busy. Oh, maybe I'll run it around the back. I mean, it's going to take a lot more pipe, but... Might be the better move. Yeah, let's do that. I might even plonk the regulator right there in the center, you know? Okay, we'll get there. Copper, please. Oh, you know what? We've probably got it. Portable tank. Negative. That's not what we want. Pressure. There you go. So grab one of these. Back pressure regulator. Flowing that way, I suppose. Right. Oh, there you go. Could rig it onto the grid over there. That's fine. How are we going for... Oh, we're pretty much fresh out of cable, so... We'll change that. Bunch of copper in there. Alright, let's go. Cable. Pipe. Oh, I've run me grid out. They probably won't start on their own though. Jeez, look at me, Mum. I'm multitasking. Oh, let's see how far that gets us. just... Yeah, that's getting power. Well, I mean, not right now, but that's fine. That's basically on the grid. Oh, no way. Perfect. I mean, we could use some spare anyway, because it's cable. Always need more cable, you know? But that worked out bloody swimmingly well. Now, we won't turn that on, but we will set the back pressure regulator to 0. So, yeah, that's the idea. When we do the reaction, the sort of excess gases will come into that pipe, but it'll still pretty hot. Also, it won't be a clean burn, so we're going to be pumping volatile back into our system as well, potentially. Just need to be cognizant that every single type of gas that we've got should be going in there. But I mean, we won't have an ignition source. And it should all pretty much cool. Like, it's not like we're going to be running these systems not non-stop. But yeah, this is going to be a big old tank with every single gas you could possibly put in there, including O2 and H, which, you know, I don't like storing them together if I can help it, because that's explosive. That's basically fuel. But as long as we don't superheat it and we don't go start bloody fucking welding it with a welding torch, I think we should be all right. But that's pretty much it. We don't need an input yet because we're just going to be dumping ice in, so that's fine. Something else we might want to consider is building the auto miner. We're getting there. That drawer is obviously a pain. No. It might be on the electronics. Auto miner small. Why small? Okay. Well, there you go. You need steel to build the bloody auto miner. So there you go. That sort of puts an end to that whole argument anyway. Okay. There's not a lot I can really do. I guess I could build an active vent. Because we're going to need that for our gantry. But that's still a little while away. Might as well, though. Okay, cool. Let's pick bloody... I guess that's north. Let's go north. Is that how cardinals work on a moon? I guess. I've never really considered it. You know, I tend to only use... Oh, there's some coal. Fantastic. Coal to the north. I'll forget that. Yeah, I guess... No, it's still got poles. It's got axes of rotation and all that sort of stuff.
Jetpack on.
Oh, look at that. Bit of a blessing there, team. Bugger though, because now our next bottleneck is waiting till night. I'll probably go deal with my veggies because I've been neglecting them. You know, it also occurs to me that that arc furnace room, if I so chose, could serve as a capture room as well. Oh, it depends how warm it is in there, I suppose. But you could probably go in there and dump gas. You know what I mean?
Jetpack on.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, because that's something that you could do. I think people would do. I would do in the early days. Make like a melt room, make like a total glass room, and you could go in there and drop your ice to sort of capture it. But I think just dumping on an event, you capture pretty much. Well, I don't know. I guess I could empirically sort of try. I don't know how much you get per unit. But yeah, we can't actually do it yet because if I put the ice on the top, it will melt before it gets in. So we're gonna have to wait. And potatoes aren't doing so bloody crash hot. Bugger. But that's okay. Otherwise, we're progressing along bloody swimmingly, bloody nicely. So I guess next time we'll potentially fix up the potatoes at some point, because even though I'm chewing through those raw ones, we haven't actually built up a whole backlog of them. But we've got a lot of the sort of muesli bars, I just haven't been eating them. I guess I should build something to cook the potatoes in to get better yield. That's never been an issue before, but the fact that I'm eating them as fast as I'm making them, maybe I should actually consider baking the potatoes. We'll get this going, we'll do steel ops during the night, and then from there we'll be laughing. Then we'll have a whole bunch of new tech open up to us in the name of batteries, power controllers, and the next project, which will be the auto miner. So yeah, exciting times ahead, team. Thanks again for joining me. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.